Welcome to the Cardinal Adventures Age of Ashes actual play. We're in Book 6, the final installment, final season, Broken Promises. In the previous session, the party had to fight Menkare, who they eventually found out was being manipulated by the Orb of Golden Dragonkind in Emmelisa's hand, who had remade it while they were talking, while the party was talking to Menkare. And after a very vicious battle, they overtook Emmelisa and defeated her, I guess you can call him a henchman, Renarv. With that, the party has to take at least a day to resurrect the ash that Naoma found in the encounter with Menkare, as he, while under the control of the Golden Orb of Dragonkind, incinerated Yanavar to ash and dispersed him across his entire cavern. But Naoma's sharp eye found an ash, gave it to Dama, and Dama is going to use it to resurrect Yanavar. So canonically, you guys are in town for at least a few days. Just because Dama would need to resurrect Yanavar. Yanavar would have resurrection sickness. So you guys are retraining and doing a bunch of your shopping in that meantime. Obviously, things can happen in between them, but you guys have just made it back to the Promise, the inn within Promise. And you guys are in your room. The evening after all this happened. So, I'm sorry, no, it's the morning after. Excuse me, it is the morning after everything happened. So with that, we'll go ahead and continue. Oh, whoops. Let me go ahead and... I don't know why the time is not... There's an active combat running. Please resolve them before starting the real-time clock. Okay. Maybe begin an encounter, end encounter. There's no active encounter anywhere. I just went to the different scenes.
That's not a good sign.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll just do time manually. No big deal. It's 7 a.m.
I do remember you probably have me in combats because you were testing the regeneration.
No, I just checked the encounter. It's per scene. No one's in combat in this scene right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I always have the combat tracker up at all times.
Gotcha.
All right, so it is 7 a.m. the following morning, as Dama has the ash in probably a vial of some sort. How would you guys like to begin your day? As we'll assume you all awaken at the same time, relatively the same time.
Is there a temple or...
Oh, sure. You can find a temple.
Okay, then I'll probably spend most of my day getting that done. Gonna be fun walking this man back into life. The dragon didn't mean it, we swear.
I'm not really sure what to do. I guess we just wait.
Because Dama needs a day to resurrect him.
Yeah, Kaiser. Just wait.
Okay. Is Bulat doing anything this day? The day after you guys just had what I would imagine is a pretty exhausting fight with Menkare and Emmelisa.
Oh man, I think also just wait. Take it easy.
Oh, you know what? Kaiser would actually go speak to Leshka And he'd ask, well, he'd inform Bull that he's going to go speak with her. If you want to tag along, it's just to clear up some stuff.
Bulat, what do you think about that?
My bad. Yeah, I'll tag along.
All right.
All right, Naomi, you tagging along, or are you just chilling with Dama? Or do you want to go see your lady friend?
Okay.
He's Lara.
Sure, I will do that.
Okay.
Also, let her know what's up with the council, I guess.
Okay. All right then. So we'll go ahead and move forward 1 hour as you guys make your way on over to your respective places. Dama, like I said, I'm assuming today you're just resurrecting.
Yep.
So, Kaiser Bulat, you make it into the garrison, garrison and promise, and you are given audience. So you have to wait a while, but you're given audience with Leshka eventually, as she sits down in the conference room with you. And shows you her black wings. They are illustrated white on this photo, but they are black wings, as she is not afraid to show you guys that as you guys sit down in the private chambers that are magically protected by what you could assume is private sanctum. What is it?
Well, it's done. We spoke with Mankari. Council. What's her name?
Emelisa?
Emelisa and her bodyguard are gone.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Guess not.
Yes, I'm assuming Mankari will speak on your behalf, as you will have to go in court and explain what happened, I assume.
Really didn't get that far last time we spoke to him, but I guess that's an assumption safe to assume.
As she kind of like gives you the slight head tilt, shoulder roll, like, yeah, probably. It shouldn't be too arduous of a trial. Either way, it was as much as I'd like to say it's over along with you. Unfortunately, you're about to make a very difficult decision, and I'm not sure this is something you want him to hear. As like she doesn't even give Bulat eye contact. She just nudges over her head towards his direction.
You can at least give him the respect of looking at him and calling him by his name.
Bulat. And she'll look over to you.
Well, that's his decision. I'm here with him.
And she'll look over. Have it your way. My bad. Sorry. Didn't mean to mess up the music. There we go. Regarding the demigod capabilities you possess, Yanavar has Yanavar informed me before he was taken what he was studying, and I can only assume that you and your friends wish to alter the anima invocation. Am I correct?
Of course. It's a really shitty ritual at the beginning, but if it's altered, it's much better.
I can't argue that. However, the fact that it deals with soul magic cuts off your true potential. Meaning that should you commit to the anima invocation in its altered form or unaltered form, you will forego the capability of demigodhood, and you will forever be stuck as a mortal without being able to progress any further. She goes, however, should you have them should you be the primary caster of the ritual and all the soul magic goes to you, your soul will be able to ascend to a demigod status beyond even mine. So you either share this power with your friends, knowing that if you absorb it yourself, that should you go to face this manifestation, they will be at a severe disadvantage compared to you. If you do it together, you will all have an advantage, but then you will essentially not live up to the potential you could be. However, should you siphon it through you, you can at least become a demigod, at the very least. Are you willing to put your friends in danger for the sake of your own demigodhood capability?
We've been put in danger this entire time. Question is just how much danger from time to time. Option A would mean that everyone else but myself would siphon the energy and I would keep it indefinitely. Option B would be we all siphon the energy and we would temporarily have it. And then option C, the worst one, unaltered, would mean that we would sacrifice the souls of Promise.
You would guarantee Dahak would be incapable of returning to the material plane for eternity. There is that. What you're doing, whether you alter it to yourself or alter it to your friends and yourself, is only keeping Dahak away for a time.
I'm aware.
I am actually curious as she removes the lock of her gaze from you and actually looks over to Bulat. What do you think?
Well, doesn't matter what I think. I'm just here.
Yes,
just
it does.
Fight with him.
Definitely matters what you think. What do you think, Bull? As he looks at you now.
Bull asked Kaiser.
Yes, would you like me to leave the room?
No. Is this a goal that you always wanted to achieve?
And a smile, and it's all I ever wanted.
Well, you allowed me to reach my goal, so I want you to reach yours. We can work around the disadvantage. We always have.
You sure about that, Bull?
Yeah. I mean, we have a demigod on our side.
Well, I hope
Okay.
the others are that simple to convince.
Call it
Yes.
trusting.
If
We've
anything,
all worked together to help each other out with our goals, whether it be Dama with his parents, Naoma with his, Lot with his as well, his father, and of course, I guess I need help dealing with you.
As well, if anything, I can say I'm genuinely impressed. She looks over to Bulat for a second.
I don't need your admiration.
Well, that makes it a lot easier. Hopefully, the others will be on board with it as well. And I'll be able to feel the result of your decision.
And what comes of you?
Should you actually achieve your demigod status, I'll be finally free.
From this plane?
You could say that.
Why are your wings black?
My wings are black because of a boy that looked just like you a long, long, long time ago. My first son. If only he wasn't so foolish and so brash and hard-headed.
What you do?
It's not what I did, it's what he did. And what he forced me to do. He wanted to be like his father. You see, his father and I had fought in the Divine Wars for millennia, balancing good and evil in Galarian and the plains. And his father was a hardened champion like myself. And the boy wanted to be like his father. Wanted to be strong and handsome and brave. And unfortunately, he fell in the material plane while trying to stabilize a divine quarrel, if you will. And the boy wanted to see his father, or his father's body, I should say, and he was too impatient to wait for its return to our plane of heaven. Even though he knew he would return one day, he was too impatient. I told him not to go to the material plane. Too stubborn, too ignorant, too foolish. Like a young teenage boy, he left anyway. And because he had not fully, or because, I should say, because he left without permission to shift, his body was treated as a mortal body on the material plane. And he tried to be a hero. And, of course, helpless. I had to watch my son try to be a hero and save a woman who was about to be taken advantage of in a alleyway as he was trying to make his way to his father. Very well trained boy. But it didn't matter, he wasn't stronger than the perpetrator. My son was butchered. And I know I shouldn't have. But imagine watching your husband, whom I watched die on that battlefield, and then my son, the only other semblance of a family I had left, butchered without me being able to step in or do anything, and simply watch. Because of my, I guess you could say, divine contract to the divine war. The eternal struggle. So seeing my son get butchered by some coward of a man, I descended to the material plane and shifted against the protocols. And I painted half the town with his body, ensuring that he could live through every strike. Just enough will and just enough blood left inside so he could feel, or try and feel, the anguish I felt. Even though, of course, reflecting on this, I knew it didn't matter. And for acting in this rage, Sarenrae decided to make me suffer even more. Instead of making me mortal on this plane, she allowed me to be something between a demi-existence and a mortal existence.
How's that worse?
Because the only way I can pass on and not want to go insane is by having my son, or a son of mine, become a demigod. It is the only way Sarenrae would permit me to pass on, essentially treating me like a ghost, the way a ghost is bound to a site until it's been put to rest. The only way I can be put to rest is by allowing a chosen son of mine to take my place in heaven. And I can finally pass on.
pass on for a final rest.
So I can rest. The only boys that have ever gotten close are ones that look and resemble my firstborn son. And you resemble him almost to a point. I could only imagine he would look just like you if he ever reached your age. So, that is why I don't waste my time with people that don't share a similar appearance. It's not because I assume things. You need to understand, Kaiser, you're my 42nd attempt at this. So should you fail, or should you choose to share your power, or share the soul power with the others, I'll allow you to defeat the manifestation should you attempt to do so with your friends. But if you share that power and you choose to cap your potential at a mere mortal status, should you survive the manifestation, I will wipe you all out. I will wipe you out and try again.
So you don't really care about Kaiser. Just yourself in the end.
And she kind of slouches back in her chair and puts her arms out to the side. How do you think you'd be mentally after, I don't know, over 2,700 years of being stuck here, incapable of interfering in any mortal activity, having to live the life of a ghost?
You live with your consequences.
Exactly.
Easy for you to say.
Let's get out of here, boy.
Yep.
Listen, you'll get your rest, but not because I care to give that to you. And I know you don't care either way. You'll get your rest. I assure you that.
I've learned to become patient, if anything.
See you later, Leshka.
As she doesn't even turn her head as you guys are walking around her.
Thanks for coming with me, boy.
No problem, brother.
As you guys make your way back towards the inn, Naomi, you enter Islara's shop. Ling, 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 ling. Little bells go off. Ah, Naomi, you're here much earlier than usual. How can I assist you?
Nothing I really needed. Just thought I'd stop by for a visit. Also to let you know recent events.
She goes, ooh, gossip. Please do tell.
Oh my god, what was her name?
Islara?
No.
Or who? Or
Elizabeth?
Emelisa?
I always forget her.
It's okay. Everyone seems to forget her.
Yeah. Do you recall the council member told you that made us an offer? Emelisa.
Of course.
Shit, I don't want to say this. I will say that she's no longer with us, as she attempted to take control of
Mankari?
Ankara, yes.
She goes to the door, and you see her like look around at the windows. You see her cast a spell, and she casts Private Sanctum. She goes, "You should be careful. If you need to say something private, let me know. What happened?"
Well, after fully creating the Orgo Dragon Continents, that allowed her to then take control of Menkari, who we just so happened to be talking to at the time.
And you see her eyes almost bulge out of her head like, what? She'll say, wow. That's quite something. My goodness.
It definitely was. The situation was handled. I think I wouldn't say come to a full mutual understanding, but come to equal terms on the situation with Menkari. We managed to, I wouldn't say convince him, but make him reconsider the way he's been running the city in terms of losing a portion of your free will. Albeit, we did tell him it's still like probably the best place you could live, despite the trade.
She goes, do you plan on reversing the effects?
We're still on the fence about. But yeah, that's just something we're still debating. I'm gonna leave the Dahak part out of everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're safe. Assuming things got nasty.
Appreciate it. It's gonna take a lot more than that to take me down.
And she gives a smile.
How have you been lately, though?
I've been all right. You know, I struggle to make a decision, but after meeting you, I think I'm ready to move on after everything subsides. I have a feeling you and your friends are going to be trying something y'all are going to make changes in Promise, to say the least. Which is a good thing. But I've been debating with myself whether or not I should leave Promise. But I guess as she make a perception check. Oh my god. 50. Critical success. As you can tell, she's hesitant to say something, as you can sense her body temperature is rising. You can hear her heart rate beating faster. Do you want to say anything? Or do you want to see if she says something first?
I give it a few seconds, and then Naomi will just. Have you considered where you would go?
I'm hoping with you. Oh, like you see her kind of like you see her. You can tell the changes in her body are out of nervousness and like a, feeling nervous and to what she feels would make an advance to you. She says, I know that's very forward and direct. Is that something that interests you?
Absolutely. It's just I wouldn't consider my way of life to be flamboyant, as one might say.
Do you use a bow when you're not adventuring?
I do.
Well, then...
It just meant it's more of a simple lifestyle.
Well, as long as you need a bow and or arrows, I can sure be of use to you. I can learn. Just I'm not all, just gowns and jewelry, I'm rough too. I'm rough and tough too. As like you could tell she's just getting really, really nervous.
But then by all means, I'd welcome your company. I'm sure Rulil would also greatly appreciate it. As I like to talk out loud to the bow.
And yes, as you can feel a responsive yes from the bow.
Actually, when all is said and done, I did have plans to travel. That'd be something you'd also be interested in.
Yes, of course. Where do you plan on going?
What was no, it wasn't a elemental. Was it a fae?
The elemental looking fae?
Yeah, the elemental.
The one who was like gonna help travel.
Oh,
Was it a fae or elemental?
It's a fae.
Yeah, fae.
It's a fae.
Despite the appearance, yes.
Yeah, Cardinal.
Cardinal, okay. Was she a specific type of fae? Like, do I just call her a fae?
It's a fae. Yeah, it's a fae creature.
Okay.
Let me look up the. Let me see. That was book 4. Yeah, that was book 4. All right, one second. We're doing this live because I have to actually pull out PDFs now because I'm bad. All right, here we go. Cradle. Was it Cradle?
It was Cardinal, yeah.
It was right near the end. Okay, let me just do it by chapter. Into the Haunted City. Very end here. The Dragon's Lair. The Gatekeeper. Cradle Eye. Adalos. That's what they're called. Adalos.
Okay, yeah. All right. Then Naomi will say, have you ever heard of the Dalos? Have you ever met one?
As she will think for a moment. Now, in terms, have I told you what class she is?
No.
She is a level 15 bard. She is a
bard. Okay.
She is a polymath bard, which is basically more like intelligence based, like they're philosophers and like high level thinkers. Let me double check on polymath or not. Let me check.
Yeah, same. I was getting Druid vibes for real.
What? No, not the way she was dressing.
Yeah.
let's see. Muses. Polymath. No, it's Enigma. Hidden Secrets of the Multiverse. Bardic Lore, and yeah, they're all about knowledge. So yeah, she's an enigmatic bard. Yeah, and yeah, because the thing is, like, depending on how you build that bard, she is she's someone who seeks knowledge. So she's a level 15 bard. Like a more int-based bard than charismatic. She's more int-based. Nope. That's going to make it into the recording. That's awkward. I was tabbing over and it started playing a YouTube short. I was like, no, what the hell? Okay. So yeah, so she'll say you'll see her think for a moment. She goes, "Oh, the rock-based fey creature?"
Yes, I think that'd be correct. Still fairly knowledgeable about them myself, but I think that's correct.
Yeah, what about them?
Well, a little while ago, during one of our early adventures, we just so happened to befriend one. Cardinal is her name. Did Cardinal say how old she is?
She said, I believe she said she was over 300 years old.
Okay. And she had been in the cave for 300,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll read you the description. Dalos are reclusive fae that dwell within or near remote volcanoes and volcanic vents that resemble the massive calderas they call home. They often dwell within the superheated confines of these locales in the cold wastelands, beyond their warmth, and are therefore rarely encouraged outside such environments. Like most fae, Dalos are capricious and vengeful. They hate being disturbed above all else and will often warn away intruders with only the throw of a red-hot boulder before attacking outright. A Dalos stands 25 feet tall and weighs in excess of 20,000 pounds.
Yes, so upon us running into her, we reached a compromise where I had agreed to show her, help her travel. Because if I remember her story correctly, she had been living in a cave for 300 years without experiencing anything of the outside world.
Really? That is interesting indeed. Huh. How? That's amazing. So you spoke to it? Incredible.
Yes.
Huh. You there's a lot more to you than I've assumed, I guess, or inferred to the best of my ability. Huh. Interesting indeed. Huh. A Dalos that wants to travel. I'm assuming they want to see the colder parts of the world. Because they've probably only been stuck in a volcano most of their life. So
She did mention that. That was one of the first places she'd like to visit.
So, as well, as long as you promise to keep me warm, I guess I could go to the cold. I've never been to a cold like that before.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I definitely look forward to it then.
As do I. And Naoma will start heading towards the door, I guess walking along.
Mm-hmm.
So the situation with Medkari still has to be settled. So I bid my leave. As I said, I merely just wanted to say good morning, catch up for a bit.
It's more appreciated than you could ever imagine.
Well then, it was good seeing you.
And she gives you a proper curtsy.
Naoma heads back to the party.
All right. Dama, you don't even need to make a roll. I just need you to subtract 200 gold, assuming you have any gold left over.
Yeah, surprisingly, I did. I deleted it. I had 1,300 left.
All right. Well, you subtract 200, and like I said, you don't even need to make the roll, as long as you don't roll a natural one, but you can just forego it, and you can resurrect Yanavar.
All right, I shall do that.
Then I'm more going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to question it. I would like to have someone here that he knows, other than, the dragon. Does he have a wife, a friend, a family?
No, he's an Akuje elf. He's from...
Oh, he's from the Wanji. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay. I sure as hell can't teleport anyone there, so I'll just have a stiff drink with him then.
As he'll say, friend, it is good to... As like when you like, after he realizes, like when you bring him back, like he's in like he quickly goes into like a fetal position of like right before he was incinerated. And it takes him some time to recover mentally. But throughout the course of the day, he eventually comes to his senses and is able to relax once more.
Water or wine?
Wine. Wine, please.
I will pull out some of the elven wine I have.
You're a saint. Saint Falco. What do you think? I think it's
has a nice ring to it. Yes, indeed.
And he smiles and clinks glasses with you. As do you share this on your way to the inn with the party, or where did you?
I assume he wanted to rest there, so I was just gonna stay with him the rest of the day. But if he's up for walking, yeah. He'll join you just because he wants to discuss the invocation, but not amongst the wrong, not against public ears. Well, considering I just resurrected a man from the fucking dead, yeah. There's probably a small crowd, yes. Yeah. All right. Oh, well, we'll talk while we walk back to the inn, then. Mm-hmm. So say, Dean, what happened? Did Menkari attack you? Not of his own free will. It turns out while we were having a polite discussion with him, what was that woman's name? Emelisa. She somehow magically. I did not write. No one remembers her. No one remembers this NPC. She was merely a speed bump in this chapter.
Oh my god!
Facts. Though I can't argue that. That's facts.
But in all honesty, I did not write her name down. That's the only reason why.
That's fine. It's fine. Half the journal shit's gone because of this garbage.
Again, that's also true. And I did have notes on my character sheet, but that's all good too. Emelisa and her little guard somehow spirited away the shards of the dragon orb and managed to combine them. And she had assumed control.
Well, that is not good.
Agreed.
I take it because you're here, things went well?
Yes, and the city's not on fire, so yes.
That is good.
Yes, so we killed her. Well, Naoma did with an arrow. Quite amazing shot. Then the free dragon ate her accomplice. Yes, and I am quite positive you will probably get a talking to. Because he was quite distraught that he did slay you.
I would hope so. This was very mean.
Yes.
And very painful, although for a very brief moment. I'm just glad to know someone like you who could bring me back from the dead, because that was a, albeit painless, shitty way to go. As he takes a healthy swig.
Yeah, right. A very long swig. Because he's
like,
yes,
more please.
Oh, I gave him the bottle. I assume he is chugging that shit.
Yeah, then he refills his glass.
Yes. So I believe we convinced him, but as you can guess, our discussions not proceed after the battle, so he'll probably contact us later tomorrow.
All right.
So devote this time to rest, both mind and spirit, if you can. You had a very harrowing event.
Yes. As everyone, canonically, we're gonna roll back the clock. Canonically, as around 11 in the morning, as Kaiser and Bulat are returning to the inn, and you guys made it back first, canonically, at around 11 a.m. Both of you make perception checks.
What?
Oh shit. As both of you don't do very well. It takes you a few seconds to notice her. But Ithara is in the corner of the room.
Round 2, apparently.
No, Ithara, not Leshka.
Oh, okay.
She's just in the corner staring at us, or
she's in the corner, waiting for you to notice her. She goes, "You're losing your edge."
Didn't think I needed to keep it up here.
Well, I know that I know you may never forgive your mother, Bulat. But you need to know that this attempt has been her most successful ever. But she's had to trade more than she bargained for to make that happen. So as much as I can read your disapproval with her methods, she's only doing what she thinks is the best. Good and evil, some would argue, all comes down to perspective. And I'm not trying to open a philosophical discussion with you today. I just want you to keep that in mind for the future.
Yes, I will keep that in mind.
You come back all the way over here just to tell us that? Or is this something else?
There is another thing. It's what your mother has given for this attempt. And who she's allied with to give me the power I have and my sister had. And I don't say this to sway you. I just feel as if you deserve to know. Because I know your mother has kept you in the dark about many things. And by no means does she know I'm telling you what I'm about to tell you right now. Your mother reached out to Norgubur for help in her 42nd attempt at the perfect son. Her deal with Norgubur, I'm unsure. But it's what's given me the power that I have, and that my sister had, and it's what's allowed her to become more deadly and accurate and ahead of the game as she's been. Her other attempts were nowhere near as fruitful as the one with you.
So I've heard.
But I don't know if this deal is a one-time deal with Norgubur or not. Not that that should sway you, but know that if it is a one-time deal, she is in quite the predicament. And even though it may not seem so, she is doing her very best not to force your hand and have you make a decision of your own free will. Even though I know it seems she can be very forceful at times. That is what I came here to tell you.
You still work for her?
A contract's a contract.
And you work for her till...
Your decision has been made.
For... How much do you make? Money? What is it that you want? What do you gain from this? Playing me and Bull all that long time. What's the gain? What could be worth it?
A existence beyond mortality without becoming immortal myself. So as I seek, I know that I don't have the potential to become a demigod like you do, but I seek an in-between to that.
Like what Leshka is.
Something like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be her. And once it's done, then, no matter the decision you make, my contract's fulfilled. Whether you become a demigod or not. So, there's no pressure from me, and I'm no threat to you. Should you choose not to become a demigod, your mother cannot contract me to fight you. She will fight you on her own. All I can do is wish you the best of luck. She is a vicious and relentless fighter.
I'm sure. Well, whatever decision I make, I hope you're able to live with your decisions throughout this life.
Me too.
Kaiser
As
will
well.
walk off.
Walk over to her.
No, he'll walk off.
Okay. And you'll see her just walk to the rail and just topple over the side. As she disappears.
I don't know if that's... It's some sort of unintentional way of showing that she cares.
Seemed like it was.
Guess we'll never know for sure.
And on cue, Naoma makes it back inside the room.
Other than Dama, I guess all of us have taken care of what we need to.
Yeah. Kaiser looks annoyed.
Naoma learned not to ask, so just leave it at that.
And Naoma is not going to ask.
I guess we'll just wait on Dama.
And about 2 hours later, Dama and Yanavar enter the room.
I'm shocked you're all still awake.
It's a lot going on to get a good night's rest comfortably.
Pretty interesting day.
Yeah.
Did someone kick your cat? Like, why are you all so down?
I mean, I'd like to think Naoma's looking pretty.
Oh, now he'd be
Pretty
looking
good.
pretty chipper. He'd be looking pretty chipper.
I don't think we all look down now.
Oh,
Let's not
you're glowing over
assume
there,
things.
Naoma. Oh, wow.
Naoma's over here. No, you can't keep a good dog down. All right.
All right.
Facing a life crisis at the age of 21.
Hey, best get it over with now.
I figured out which map had the freaking time stuck. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. I had to just exclaim that. Oh my, it was Citadel all terrain.
Really?
Like, what the hell? I didn't even have that. Still fighting Dahak right now, apparently. We'll get back to you after these messages. All right. Sorry about that. Jeez, I was just like, that's gonna drive me nuts, dude. Sorry.
Because that was such a good interaction too. That shutout was from the heart, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It was irritating the shit out of me.
It was such a natural reaction.
And here's where you insert a flashback. What happened last time was.
Shut up.
Exactly. Now back to our recent scene.
Regular scheduled programming. All right. No. So no, Naoma's looking pretty chipper as Yanavar will step forward and say, "Friends, I believe I can the anima invocation, I can have it ready within about 2 days. I need a lot of rest and more wine, Dama, please."
Yep.
Of course.
I assume there's like a mini bar or a bar in this room.
Sure, absolutely. Probably like magically cooled.
Oh yeah, if not, hell, I got the magic for it.
It has been quite the
Trying
experience.
time. Yes.
Yes. Again, Dama, thank you for resurrecting me. Cannot thank you.
problems.
Thank you enough.
If
And
you need someone to talk to, Bulat could probably help you through this.
Yep.
No. You have died in your journey as well? And been brought back?
I have.
So
Unfortunately.
he goes, sorry, I don't mean to make light. I don't mean to make light, but that must have been... Yee. It was fighting the things I can only imagine you have fought in your adventures. That must have been quite scary.
Well, better than being disintegrated by a dragon.
I can't argue that. As he drinks more wine.
Yep.
I promise I won't be drinking tomorrow. It's been a long 24 hours.
You drink up.
Indeed. Pace yourself.
As you can already see, he's already blushing pretty hard just from the wine, as he's, between the walk and being resurrected and drinking more. He's already starting to wind down at around 2:15 in the afternoon. As well, friends, are you going to it? Did you convince him to alter it?
I believe so. I told you this on our walk.
Right, long day. As he starts slurring his words. And,
Oh, yeah, I'm going to slowly start easing him off the booze now.
yeah. As make a thievery check, Dama.
All right. This will be interesting.
Be easy.
Public?
Sure.
All right.
As you
32.
as you start diluting the wine, you can't even tell. With water, start diluting it with water. And,
Yep.
He's, and after about an hour of his rambling, he starts sobering up a lot more. He goes, so yes, as he's pretty much explained the invocation and stuff, you guys have already known about it. And eventually he starts, he goes, have we decided who the primary caster is going to be for the invocation? The ritual?
Could we use religion instead of arcana?
You can, yes. You can use...
Then
yeah, that's fine.
I'm your tiefling.
Nice. Okay.
Unless any one of you want to take the reins in this.
As I look at Bull,
Dama and Naoma make a perception check.
Oh, come on, it's a
As
33.
Naoma, you can definitely tell that Kaiser has something on his mind. He definitely wants to say something, but he's holding back saying something.
There something else you'd like to add to that?
yeah, I guess we'll have to say it eventually. All right. So, I spoke with Leshka, and she revealed some information about the ritual, animus and invocation.
You see Yanavar, sober up very quickly.
So, from the way I see it, there's 3 routes we can go with this. At least if I'm the primary caster. Option A would be that I would absorb the power, keep it indefinitely, and battle Dahak, of course, with all of you. But you guys would be at a disadvantage. Option B, we all absorb it temporarily, fight Dahak, and we lose our power after the battle, and possibly have Leshka come after us in a fit of rage. And option C is where we sacrifice ourselves and indefinitely stop Dahak from entering the material plane.
I am very interested in this option A. Why would you hold the power yourself instead of disseminating it among your... Why? What comes out of option A?
I indefinitely keep the power and become a demigod.
As you see him quickly, like, flipping through papers. It's like, just flipping through, and you guys can discuss things while he's, like, researching.
Okay. Interesting idea.
Yeah.
So, if we do give you unlimited power, and we do defeat the Hawk, what's stopping him from just coming back?
Probably me.
Probably, okay. Potentially you.
Yeah.
The second option is we basically empower ourselves, fight him off.
And still got to worry about him coming back.
Correct. And the third option is we martyr ourselves.
And that I won't do.
Also, with the second option, we have to worry about Leshka coming after all four of us in a fit of rage. Or probably me. And only me. So, I take that back. That's nothing you guys have to worry about.
Well, you be a demigod at this. Well, no.
I will.
Yeah, that's the right option. So why would she be so against us, saving the world? Well, obviously, all these options save the world, but why would she hate 1, 2, and 3?
Well, by some circumstance, making Saren Ray mad, she has, in essence, cursed herself to live on the material plane and not be able to pass until she has a son that becomes a demigod and takes her place. So,
In heaven.
Yes. Well, anywhere.
Oh.
In heaven. In heaven. She said in heaven.
Just basically just take her place.
Yeah, she said in heaven. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, if that doesn't happen, with this being her closest ever to getting to it, she's going to be pretty pissed. I'm sure. I'm not really scared of her, but it's just something to take into consideration.
It's also the fact that, say we do 2 or 3, we succeed, she will either come after you, succeed or fail. She'll try and either do this again or do something much more desperate.
Possibly. Well, with option 2, you'll have a permanent option. Someone who's trying to stop Dahak. Selfish reasons or not.
I thought empowering you was option 1. I thought.
Well, option 2 would be empowering all of us. But again, we empower ourselves. And let's say we defeat him. She will come after me. And whatever happens after that, Whether she's here or not, you'll have someone to help you take down Dahak the second go round. It'll either be me or her. That I can't say for sure which one it'll be.
And you can't guarantee either of you will be available. Like 100 years, 200 years, however, whenever he deems to come back or
I
attempts
guarantee
to.
she will.
It's usually about 500 years.
All right, so 500 years, give or take.
I can guarantee she'll be here. She can't leave. And she'll be ready. It's like she was this time. That's looking at it from a morbidly positive perspective.
All right. If we empower ourselves, will we be able to retain any of that power or no?
From what I know, no.
Yanavar say, he was crazy enough that actually could work. Option A could work. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but the other way, option 2 or option B, the power is only temporary. It's once his manifestation's been expelled, it is only expelled for a time.
Okay.
No, I don't think either of you want to do option C. I heard Bull say no. I'm agreeing with him. I don't want to do that, selfish as it may be. I'm not ready to go yet, not without a fight. What about you, Naoma?
Can't say I'm eager to die, so obviously I'd like to avoid that option best as possible. Granted, in this case, neither of our options are exactly the best.
At least with A and B, we can fight.
For option A, you would have the responsibility of fending off Dahak for, as far as I see it, all of eternity. And while he can keep failing, should you fail once,
yeah,
that is the end of the world.
I'm aware. I'll figure something out. Done it to this point. Right?
Yes, plus you'd have 499 years to explore the world?
Yeah, Yanavar. Exactly.
As he tries to be positive.
Is that really what you want?
Think so. Yeah.
I just look to Bulat and Tama. Like, see what... Like, that's me accepting A, but, like, just looking to them. It's like, what's the plan?
Nama is in deep thought. And he's basically using his sharpened nails just to carve into the table or wherever he is. He's actively just picking at things around him.
So you're probably at a table.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
We can take our time. We don't have to make our decision now, but when the time comes, I think we're all in agreement. C is not the option, but A and B are still on the table. Think on it.
I don't like C either.
And yet it shows it has the most beneficial part if we succeed.
I understand. Because hundreds of my people died trying to do it, and it failed.
Yes.
So should it not be executed perfectly, you would only hold it off temporarily.
As we would do with the first two options.
Yes. There are no guarantees with this ritual. That is the number one problem. It is a ritual done by mortals.
Which are
It has
imperfect.
we are imperfect. Exactly. Because I'm not.
Nothing's been guaranteed up to this point yet. So
Exactly. So we could still potentially fail in either of the options. And you may say we do succeed, we empower you. You may not have as much time as you might think.
that's true. It's a group decision. I'm not forcing anyone's hand. It's just something for thought. That's why I say we don't have to make a decision now. Ponder on it.
I need to go think.
Yeah.
And Donna will leave the building.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's going on a walk. A nice afternoon walk.
And if I can, I am going to try and contact Sarah and Ray.
Oh. Okay. All right. You find yourself. Can you guys see my mouse? My measurement. I'd say you kind of retreat out to the forest here, in the back of the map. And we'll just move Damo where he would be, as you move yourself to the outside of the inner wall of town. You find a quiet place among the trees, and you begin to meditate. Make a religion check.
Alrighty. $45.
Yes, Dama. What is it?
Quick question regarding Kaiser's mother. Is there any chance you would take her back?
No. What she has done has banned her from the entrance to heaven. She chose her path.
All right. So is it true that should she finds someone to replace her, she will either die or have peace? Is that true, or is that just a delusion on her part?
She will be able to pass.
So she can't pass
and
now.
Pharasma will be able to judge her once she has found a suitable replacement with a soul powerful enough to take her place after proving itself.
Not to, judge you, but don't you feel this whole
Be careful, Dama, what you say next. Be careful. It is unwise to judge the person that gave you the power that has allowed you to live.
True, but I'm just trying to get some understanding here. That's all.
Sure.
So you cast them out. In
Only
which case,
according to law.
Very fair. Very fair. Again, you know me. Love the law.
That's good.
And you cast them out, and their only option is to basically do a more nefarious version of the I motion to the city of this, which in long term incurs further suffering on mortal plane, only by the slim chance that they could find someone as talented as Kaiser or Bulat.
She was unable to interfere in mortal, outside of anyone in her family, I should say. She was unable to interfere with any other mortal paths and destinies. And she held up to that, and that I respect. She knew that if she had ever attempted such things, that she would be smote immediately. So she's done well. Very well.
All right. Again, which shows she is willing to accept that she messed up. So don't you believe that shows she could be redeemed and be taken back, rather than just seeing her off this plane of existence?
Are you
to
attempting to scratch at my virtue of redemption right now,
No.
Dama?
No, I'm simply trying to ask, why is redemption not an option? Like, I understand she's trying to fill her spot so she can pass on and have peace. But wouldn't her current experience, knowledge, and obviously talent be put to better use in her old position?
Not
That's
after
all.
the deal she made with her new comrade. No, absolutely not.
Please tell me she's not working with the Hawk.
Oh no,
Ugh.
she's chosen to work with Norgabur instead.
Yeah, okay, I can't fault you there. That's a solid point.
Shows any time before that. Had I known you and had we crossed paths, I may have considered it. But she sealed her fate when she chose to work with Norgabur. That was an absolute no-go.
Do you know what the deal is? Or can you tell me or no?
No, not because I don't want to, it's because I actually don't know. You'd have to ask Norgabur.
I'd rather not. I could ask her.
You could.
If this contract was void, would you believe that option is still on the table or no?
Absolutely. If you could find a way to void your way out of a contract with Norgabur, that's only a few steps away from getting out of a contract with Asmodeus himself. And you know how difficult that could be.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Thank you for your time. I need to go see his mother. Do I know
Okay.
where she is?
Says you may want to bring your friends with you.
All right, I will bring Kaiser because she's his favorite.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So you make your way back to the room, and the party is just chilling.
I will hop my head into the room. Ah, you're all here. Kaiser Bulat, Naoma. I had a little chat with Saren Ray.
Mhm.
Kaiser,
What's up?
where is your mother right now?
Well, she always is. Garrison.
Thank you. Would you be interested in helping me?
Helping you with what? That's not my mother, by the way. You can call her Leshka.
Leshka, thank you.
Oh, I love it. That was spicy.
She just cringes across the city like, ugh. I had a chat with Saren Ray, got her perspective. It could be the lawyer in me, but I may have gotten the chance. I did get my foot in the door, proverbial door anyway, that she might be allowed back up. And I'll point up to heaven. If, and this is a big fucking if, I can help her get out of the contract with her new partner. Which, thanks for telling that, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm not really.
Would you put your feelings aside and would you be willing to try and help her?
Of course. But it wasn't a priority, nor did I know it was an option to help her.
You didn't ask.
Yeah, I don't go asking Saren Ray about Norgabur problem.
Oh, no, normally I wouldn't ever do that either, but
honestly,
again, trying to do as much as good as I can at the moment. So
I commend you for it. So yeah, let's try it.
Yeah. Plus, I really don't want to address option A, B, or C yet. So let's go distract myself with this.
As you all make your way to the garrison. And you're led into the room with you know who. It's your girl, Leshka.
Did she take 1 mental damage?
She did take 1 mental damage.
Fuck.
I'm just putting that in chat so I remember what the name is. Yeah, this is gonna be. I am going to cast Miracle, and I'm gonna make this room as best like soundproof as I can against, say, divine listening.
I don't think you need that.
Because I'm not sure if this will work and stop working.
Actually, I don't think you can. Let me. You know what? I'm curious.
I'm putting it in chat.
Curious.
It's entirely up to you.
I'm curious. Let's see. The GM might allow you to try using Miracle to produce greater effects than these, but doing so may be dangerous, or the spell may have only a partial effect. You have 10 minutes. Go.
All right, Leshka. Okay, no pressure. Your Kaiser, I almost said your son. Kaiser has informed me of your whole deal, and I have spoken to Saren Ray.
As you see her eyes kind of beam, you see her kind of raise her head a little bit when you say that name.
And I gotta be this quick because I'm not sure if this spell is working or not. If you are willing to forego your deal with you know who, you might be let back in. That option will be on the table, 100%. I have her guarantee.
Whose guarantee?
Saren Ray's.
What is the contract that you have with Norgaber? I know.
I just flinched. Please don't say the name.
Kaiser just looks at her.
Norgaber gave me power that allowed me to move the hands of mortals around my family. Before, I had to operate in more complicated means. And with his aid, he gave me 2 of his best. You knew them as Sybil and Terrant Lara. But before then, I operated purely on my own. And his aid has proven quite fruitful. So to nix the deal would also mean that you would be putting Ithara's life in danger as well, which I'm sure you don't care about. But I don't know that Norgaber would let me off so easy. I don't know if there would be a way to devoid the contract at this point. And I'm so close. So close. You have no idea. She goes, and why now? Why would you care about me in this 11th hour? After all I've done.
Because even people like you deserve redemption. Right, Donna?
Yeah. Yes. Personally, I haven't had much interaction with you, and yeah. I'm just trying to help as best as I can.
You see her take a deep breath and close her eyes and slowly open them. You do understand that if this does somehow work and I'm let back into heaven, that may forego your capability of ascension into heaven yourself, Kaiser. Are you okay with that?
Well, the fact that you said may means that there's still a chance, and I'm all about chances. I've been fighting here till this point. Fighting my way up there.
Question. When you said his ascension, were you referring to option A, the empowering, or him going up there at all?
Him being able to go there at all. You have to understand that the realms of heaven and hell are entrances determined based on a necessity and a balance of power. You hold immense power or immense potential for power inside of you. And I still maintain mine, although I've been unable to use it. You would, even if you could, eventually rejoin, enough power, enough evil power would have to join the side of hell before you would be capable of being let in. So even if you were able to, you may have to wait over a millennia before you could join. Are you okay with that? Even if you made it. That's not saying you will. If you did. There is no simple solution here. I think you're starting to see that now. And as heartless as option A is, or this, sorry, I shouldn't say option A, and as heartless as your ascension to demigodhood may seem, I view it as a selfless act of charity on my end. I don't mean that the acts I've committed to achieve this act are selfless. They have been selfish. But it is why But it is why I've been so driven to that goal.
What do you guys think?
No, it's just you and Dama.
What do you think, Dama?
It's not whether I'm up for pursuing it, it's her redemption. She needs to seek it. All we can do is present her options. Like if she wants to seek it, I will 100% help her.
Okay. You damn me to a possibility of never being able to go to heaven?
Again, that's up to you, because I am not going to say what you want to do with your afterlife. And honestly, I don't know where I'm going either, because I've been to some very bad places. I've done some very bad things. And I'm not going to lie, it scares the ever-loving hell out of me.
Pun intended.
Right. Well,
most I can do is hope that these good deeds balance the scales. If not, at least I'm leaving them more better of it. More, at least I'm leaving the world better as I left it.
hopefully your good deeds just aren't for balancing the scales. Good deeds are just for true altruism.
True.
But I don't know. It's a lot here to think about. Like I said, I'm not eager to help her out. And looks like option A will help her get her way regardless. Right? Pain and the suffering that you've given throughout probably centuries.
And yet, if we
No
help
doubt worse than what I've experienced.
And yet, if we help redeem her, that will never happen again.
As she waves her head up, she goes, "He's not wrong."
And again, I'm not saying it will wipe the slate clean. Her mistakes are her own, and they will still be there. It's up to her to live with them. Most we can do is set her on the right track as best we can. As I blink and think a little bit, it's almost like being a parent. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic. Situation when you say it like that. Because I wish I had those.
Oh.
I'm sure Bull does.
Again, it's not always the parent teaching the child. The child can also teach the parent.
Fuck. It's a lot of dice.
Yeah. Has it been 10 minutes?
Well, she'll say, make a will save to see if you can maintain it longer.
Yeah. May I spend a hero or no?
No.
Okay.
DC is 38.
Okay, I like my odds. Come on, let's go. We got this. 48.
Critical success. As you can maintain it for another 10 minutes. And then it will dissipate. And it's 10 minutes real time. That's what I'm keeping track of, not in-game time.
Okay, gotcha.
You would have ran out of time a long time ago.
Very true.
And she'll say, make a perception check.
Who?
Both of you.
Oh. 41.
He's perception.
As Dama, you can sense something almost human coming from Leshka.
Like I'm getting a feeling of her?
Like almost a moment of vulnerability.
All right. I will turn to Leshka and it's like, that's the feeling you always need. That is the feeling of redemption.
As she quickly snaps to attention as you call out her moment of weakness.
It's like, again, that's not weakness. Being able to withstand millions of blows is an incredible feat. But the fact that if you lower your guard to let the pain in and overcome it, that is strength.
As you see her head hang low for the first time. And she almost looks human for a moment. As she tries to she wants to say something, but she keeps hesitating. And as you can't imagine what it was like. And she looks up to Kaiser. What I see every time I lay my eyes on you, and have laid my eyes on anyone that looks like my boy did. I want nothing more than to rewrite my past. And that's what Sarenrae has forced me to try to do all these years.
I may look like your boy, but that's probably because I am. Talking about someone I don't even know. You're talking about me and looking through me like I'm not here. You look past me and Bull. You used us. You used the people that we thought we cared about. You don't even see me as blood. Just another tool. I wish you'd speak to me like you actually cared, but I don't know.
Make a will save, Dama.
Yep. Come on, big money, big money, big money. 44.
You feel like you're being watched through the wall.
All right, and I will motion everyone to say, okay, I think we've had a good enough talk. Think it over. And say no more.
Listen, Leshka. We'll talk about this later, but I'll consider these options and let you know what my choice will be later, but when you speak to me or Bull, you should instead think of us not as potential, but family. You should see us as sons.
And as you say the word son, let me get a, hold on. Sorry. His name was Radonlo. You are Kaiser. He is Bulat. I'm sorry I ever addressed you as anything else but who you are. Family is all I ever wanted. I could cope with the loss of my husband. But to lose a child, especially in such a way, was more than a mother could bear. Imagine being as powerful as I am and feeling so helpless. knowing that if you did anything, you would lose everything. And I feel like I've lost more than everything. I feel like I've lost my mind. Look what I did to you. I made you. And I still...
No, still don't get it.
Not like that. I should say it better. I brought you into this world. With the sole purpose of you being my escape from it. At least, at the time. It's been over 500 years since I've even addressed one of my children by their name. I'm ashamed to admit that. I will try with you know who. But I can't guarantee anything.
Okay.
Thank you. And she snaps her head over. Dama. I wasn't aware that... You have to understand, after so many years, you don't believe it's an option anymore. Thank you for waking me up to that.
Happy to help.
Make a perception check, both of you.
Hey, nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Okay. You guys leave and begin making your way back to the inn.
Kaiser will thank Dama for that experience. Even though, whether I that option or not, thanks for giving me the ability. Without your help, wouldn't have known that was possible. And I wouldn't have heard that from...
We don't know what anything is possible unless we try. That's the fun thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
As you go to leave the garrison, because I would say it's a rather large garrison. As you go to leave the garrison, Dama, you spot a shadowy looking figure heading back towards the conference room from whence you came, that would have definitely been stopped had anyone noticed them on the way. And like they're going through hallways that like clearly people would see.
Mm-hmm.
And you like out of the corner of your eye, you sense something heading back towards the room you just met Leshka in.
we may need to go save your mother now. Physically, not spiritually now.
I don't think she'll need any saving. Why would you say that anyway?
I just saw a living shadow run through the hall and down towards the meeting room. I'm guessing it's probably one of the two servants of Norikawur.
The two servants. Well, there's one now. Dama, remember? It was...
Right, in this small little town, burned alive with acid, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know how strong she is, but why don't you just humor me and double check your mom? Make sure she's okay?
Stop calling her... Come on.
Apologies.
Make an athletics check as you guys go to the door. The door is locked. Oh, how fitting. How fitting. How fucking
I'll roll
fitting.
just in case, but you never know. Yeah, not bad. 39.
As you kick the door down, or as you go to kick the door down, like you run into it, you're like, what the hell? And you go to like give it a really quick kick. You fly through the door. And Dama, you feel yourself get yanked into the doorway, I should say. As oh, wrong one. Hold on. My bad. Make sure I get the right one. God damn it. Sorry, wrong track. Here we go. My bad. As you feel yourselves get flung into or like brought into this space. And it's the same conference room. You know it's the same conference room. But pure darkness. As you hear like an echoing, like a breathing, a very ominous breathing in the room. You can't help but feel chills rolling up and down your spine as the hairs on the back of your neck stand at attention. What has brought you here? As you hear an echoey voice filled with the sounds of death speak
Where's
to you.
Leshka?
You hear, I'm still here. Don't worry.
What is this?
There's nothing more than communion. As you make a perception check, Bulat. Sorry, not Bulat. Make a perception check, both of you.
Yeah, I think we stumbled into their communion and their after meeting. Another nat 20.
Two.
As Dama, you can hear nervousness in Leshka's voice.
I can't blame her.
As you can tell, she's not being upfront about it being a simple communion.
All right. Well, if it's just a simple communion, you wouldn't mind us being here then.
Not at all. I hear you wish to change the terms of our contract.
Yes. Well, again, Leshka, would you like to? Again, this is up to her because
Yeah, no, and she's like taking her. She's like her voice is shaking. It's the first time you've ever heard her nervous before.
Well, God is here, so yeah.
As like the thing is like there's no where to like pinpoint where the voices are coming from, as the two of you can't even like reference to where you are in the room. It seems to be almost like a demi-plane of existence. As she'll nervously respond. Yes, if there's a chance for redemption, then yes. That is what I want. I want to talk about a potential change to our contract. There will be no change. Do you guys wish to offer something?
Why can't there be any change?
Why should there be?
They're having doubts.
Doubts of what?
Commitment to this contract.
They shouldn't have signed it in the first place. I offered her what she wanted, and she accepted my gifts. Why should I allow her to step back?
We're aware of what she got of it. In the contract, what do you get?
So I get a powerful follower that gives me more power and more divine right and more balance in the scales, one could say. It's simply business on my end.
Which, out of character, which follower is he referring to here?
He's talking about
Leshka.
Oh, because I was under the impression that she would get peace as in death.
You don't know what the peace means.
Well, again, according to Saren Ray, she would be judged by Pharasma, i.e. death.
That's true, i.e. death. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you know what? I guess you put that together. Yeah, no, she would be able to pass.
Correct. So
him keeping her alive allows him to just have more power, because she is using his name to draw power from. That makes sense.
Well, yeah,
so
you're invoking his name.
She is right now a champion of Norgabur.
All right. Obviously, with your increase in power, the scales would be tipped, and you can only assume the other side is going to want to rebalance it, which would cause further imbalance.
For instance, say if I slayed one of your champions. What's the one that was playing Sybil's name?
Ithara.
For instance, say if I slayed Ithara, and I also the option to become a demigod, you'd be out of 2 followers.
Or you could simply ascend, and the scales would be level once again. When she passes, she would come to me, and the scales would be balanced once again. It's only business, Kaiser. As the voice echoes around. Unless you'd like to take her place. That is another option.
Me?
Sure. A foolish one, but it is an option.
No. Not willing to go that route.
A wise choice.
Is there another way that we can both be happy, though?
You hear silence for a time. Yes, there is a way. Bring back Ithara's sister and trade one of your party members for her soul. We have a deal.
Why not we just simply bring back Ithara's sister? You're already regaining one of your lost followers. If I recall, one of the top two you have on the material plane.
Sure, but you all are also in high regard. What you do on this plane has also tipped the scales of good. So you need to understand that what you are about to try and do is also good, whether you succeed or fail. So the scales are already out of line and off balance. Your mother coming to my side and you ascending to a demigod status are what will rebalance it. Should you choose not to become a demigod, then the scales will still be off balance either way. It's kind of a catch-22, either way you look at it.
And you'll be trying your damnedest to balance the scales.
Anything that's evil will be trying, not just myself. However, I do have one more contract I can give to you, Kaiser, should you be willing to accept it.
I'll hear it out.
And you hear Leshka begin to cry and sulk. You're a coward, Norgaber. What if I told you that her mother has contracted me to bestow the task of bereading her from the material plane as well? Has she told you why you can't be a demigod yet?
No.
And you hear a "Shut up, Norgaber! Shut up!" And she tries to stop him as you hear her voice almost drown out in the darkness completely. And you hear her crying and sulking in the background. It's because your grandmother is Shaylin herself. Your direct descendant, and too close to the blood of a god to have the right of godhood yourself through pure ascension. That is why you can't ascend. And it's her fault. Had she never been so foolish, you would have been born with the capability and potential yourself. Had she not intervened in your life. And had you done it all yourself, you would have had the potential of true godhood. It is quite a shame, speaking as someone who has actually done it himself. And you hear her, you hear Leshka, it's muted and muffled, but you hear her screaming at Norgabur, cursing him for telling you the truth that you deserve to hear all these years.
How would I be? How's that even possible?
Your mother was born in heaven. She's the child, one of many children of Shaylin. And you're the son of her, of Leshka, the grandchild, one of many grandchildren of a god. You were never meant to be born on the material plane. You were meant to be born in heaven. But because she chose to do what she did, she is the reason you can't ascend.
Kaiser just sits there at a loss of words.
It's a pretty shitty thing to find out.
Mm-hmm.
What about Dama? Does Dama have anything to say about it?
Not at the moment, no.
Still processing. And with that knowledge bomb, that's where we're going to conclude this session. Everybody say a very somber bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you next time. Banter mode begins.
Your mom's an ass.
What the
Your mom.
Oh.
Damn. I thought the revelations were done with. God.
No, man.
Hold
That's a pretty wild revelation. I ain't gonna.
Dude, that's
The whiplash. My neck. I need a brace.
My neck.
That's wild.
My neck. My neck. It's the same reason Bulat can't ascend either. You're the grandchildren of Shaylin herself.
That's wild.
And that's why she didn't
fucking
want to tell you, is
wild.
because she knew that you would instantly detest her.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. A person seeking godhood, it's like, yeah, you can't do it. Why? Because you're
Well-
great.
Well, not even great. Just his mother fucked up.
Yeah.
His mother fucked up.
Damn.
Bro, hold on, man. Did
Hold
you?
on.
Was that off the top of something, or did you have that like?
Oh, no, that's been written since like book 2.
Since day one.
That's been written since book 2 when I was writing the arc out.
So hold on, Randy. Did you?
I didn't know any of that shit.
Don't even look at me, bro. Don't even look at me, bro.
Oh, no. I just tried to, again, be like Dama. It's like, I don't want to address either of these options. What else I got?
Bro, that was crazy. By the way, man, y'all was on some philosophical shit. Y'all changed my life. Like, seriously, man.
I don't like these can of worms. Let's open up some new can of worms. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that was really good roleplay.
Man, that was some
Dama's just there's always another option.
Basically, that's what Dama lives by. It's like A and B's not an option, C's not an option. Let's go for D.
D. Now we got D option.
Bro, when Kaiser started going off, man, I was like, oh my god, my heart.
That was A1. That was A1.
That was A1, man. Good shit, man.
Yeah, dude, that was really, dude. 10 out of 10 role play from everybody today, honestly. But in terms of the RP award, definitely goes to Kaiser today. Well, granted, it's his arc, so I hope he's the most into it.
I would hope, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fantastic. Fantastic stuff, guys.
Nah, it was good GMing. Damn, fuck.
Dude.
You can only...
Because what was crazy was I actually had a talk with Paul earlier. I said, I'm not going to lie to you. Today is going to shape the rest of the campaign. And he's like, okay, sounds good. And I gave him, I was like, okay, you're going to talk to your mom. She's going to bring up some interesting points and stuff like that. And he goes, okay, bet. And he's like, well, what about this? And he started asking me but obviously I did not reveal the knowledge bomb that came at the end, obviously. But he was like, oh yeah, no, what about this? And I was like, oh yeah, well, this is that. And I was like, it all
makes sense now. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, I hope you can forgive me, but I had to hold back the trump card, man.
I had to hold back the trump. I completely understand now. Like, yeah, you can't. You can't have two. I don't know, but it's a lot of. I got more questions.
Oh, of course, I would hope you have more questions, but yeah.
So Rory and his nephew both have ascended.
Yeah, one by writing a goddamn book, mind you.
Yeah, but that's not of the same direct blood, though.
True, the immediate family.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, close enough. Apparently,
you're technically immediate family. Yeah, a nephew is not. Like that's uncle and all that stuff. Yeah, or that's Rory's brother's son. Not Shaylin's grandson.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's little different.
Damn, that's good. Good stuff. Okay.
No, because trust me, I thought about that angle too.
Okay.
I thought about that angle too.
Yeah, they're gonna want either you or fucking Bulat. Like, yeah, I want to just I want to.
Burger's like, yeah, if you come here, then that's fine. I'm
like, he ain't gonna fucking go for that. He hates this woman. It's doing all I can to have him just talk to her on a nice setting, and now we're basically in the dark dimension.
You're in like a, I mean,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
The shadow realm.
The shadow realm.
That's basically what I was gonna go with. Purple realm. Silence.
Me and Bulat just back at the end. I wonder what the hell they're doing. They're just in a whole another dimension.
Hope they're all right. Yeah, they're fine. We've been through worse.
They're like playing spades.
Yeah, they're playing cards.
Who? They're the grandson.
Grandson of Shaylin.
That's why you guys have such a close tie to Shaylin.
Right. That makes so much sense.
It's like it all comes back together.
Jeez, that's crazy. Wow.
So, out of character, A, B, C, or D? What option do you guys think is best?
Ooh.
What's D again?
D would be...
In terms of worldview?
Leshka. And I guess using the Animus Invocation to temporarily... So D would lead into B.
Bro, this is what Liam did, bro. You know how like the video games, you got the A, B, C, you got the good ending, the okay ending, the bad ending, and then it's a secret good ending.
And it's a secret ending. That's what he is the unlocked ending. If you complete 50, or if you complete 100% of the story mode,
the true ending.
Option B.
And do you want to know what's crazy?
What?
The only reason that you guys got that ending is you have to understand a level 20 DC is 40. I made it a very hard DC, which was 44. Had he not succeeded on the religion check to talk to Shaylin, you would have not unlocked this ending.
Okay.
Wow.
So you can thank Dama.
Give him a hero point.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, either way, I'm happy you got it, and it was more than likely than he was going to get it, because I think your religion check is what, like a 30,
like 35. I almost could not fail.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to fail, but still could have.
Yeah.
So could have failed.
33.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
You needed a 12. Yeah.
What was that?
What option are we considering?
I mean,
I'm assuming the new ending.
yeah, redeem it. Redeem it.
The redemption?
Cool,
Are y'all going for the redemption arc?
Redemption, okay.
Are y'all doing it?
well, you gotta go back and talk to Bull and Naomi.
So
The only downside.
I have a question. So Kaiser would not be able to go to heaven if he dies with option D.
You would not be able, from what Liam said, you wouldn't be allowed in immediately or at all, depending on if you qualify.
So he would just like get bounced back to the material plane. Like,
No,
how does that work?
there are other afterlives, man. There's like
No,
Nirvana,
you would go to a different.
there's-
You go to a different realm. You just wouldn't be able to be with your mother and work out everything you would want to work out over millennia.
Mm.
Essentially, you'd be barred from seeing your mother ever again, or at least there's the potential for that.
Right. What if he just lives until then?
lives until what?
Until he can make his way into heaven.
Well, that's what she was explaining. Was it could be up to a millennia of waiting. Because essentially, what she's explaining is there would have to be enough evil power to tip the scale enough for you to be able to enter.
So we would have to fight Dahak twice over.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
The goal is set.
The goal is set. Your move.
This ain't the last time. We gotta find some way for Bull to survive for that long.
Bro. Hey, how old is the Pharaoh, man? I had to ask that because I forgot.
The Pharaoh is over 300 years old.
Man,
he looks pretty good.
I could probably do it one more time, man. That's it.
I'll tell you out of character. The only reason is because the person that, the crafter of the Sun Orchid Elixir, has gone missing ever since Razmir was supposed to have it last time. Because Razmir won it in a fair and square bidding war.
What we could do is go beat the fuck out of Razmir and snatch it from him. We could really.
Razmir doesn't have it. Razmir doesn't have it.
Okay.
No one knows who has it.
Yeah, that's what. No, the Thuvian alchemist who makes the Sun Orchid Elixir, he ran because Razmir. He learned that Razmir won the silent auction.
Didn't he run to Abigail Throne?
No, he just ran.
He
just ran. Oh. He's on the loose. No one has seen him.
The Thuvian alchemist is a female, I think, from the Legends book.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I feel like she's somewhere in something like that. But
do we have somebody in that party that can track her down?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I wonder if you do.
We had a ranger.
If only we had an outwit ranger.
Fuck. That all he needs to do is hear her name.
Facts.
Interesting.
She's now my hunted prey.
No.
That could literally be that could be like a whole module itself.
Oh god. So going option D, huh?
So option D is okay. Okay. So
I think it has the better temporary ending, but like
I said, man, like it's just shitty that Dahak can literally fail as many times as he wants. But
that's why I want option 3. It's like, all right, if we win, he's gone for good.
Here's option C, bro.
Don't want a character to die like that, bro. Like,
yeah, no, I think I'm straight, bro. Like I'm not just trying to die outright. Like try to fight that.
The Dahak just being taken care of once and for all is just, man, it's locked behind the most annoying fucking
Mechanic,
bro.
it's pretty rough out here.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
So let's entertain the idea that Kaiser becomes a demigod, right?
Sure.
Would he be able to fight Dahak by himself?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
It would be an extreme encounter, but yes.
Okay.
You'd be level 25. The manifestation of Dahak is level 25.
Okay.
Dang.
It wouldn't be an easy fight every time, but it's a fight he can win. It's a fight he can win.
It's a fight that you be like Batman, bro. You give somebody 500 years of prep time. I'm fucking ready. Like,
It is a disadvantage. God dang. Jeez. Okay, what about when they like share the
Power us all up.
Yeah.
Spirit bomb. What? He gets summoned. We're all our hands are just in the air.
You talking about option B or
Option B? Yeah.
Option B is you guys have an advantage fighting the manifestation as a group.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what that advantage is yet until you guys get there.
Gotcha.
But I will say we just might not get there at all. So that's an option too.
And yeah, man, Randy C is out of the question.
I figured at this point, yeah.
Fuck no. When I first heard it, fuck no.
We've come too far.
Oh God,
Shit, I'm out.
Go too far. Like,
Not only that, I mean, Naoma's about to get a family and everything.
Bruh, I got a fucking kingdom.
he's got a
kingdom. Yeah, a kingdom to run.
No.
And out of character, Bull was gonna ask Dama to be like his hand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure that Mage Jew is gonna
leave her.
Yeah.
Fucking like Jafar you?
Kick him out. You got to shake. I got a new party coming
in. You're retired, but this position's for life. Congratulations, you're fired. What?
We're under new management, motherfucker.
Man.
Yeah, Kingdom Run, man. Option C is like fucking playing Batman, that Batman Arkham City, and you just leave Batman to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you playing Catwoman, you leave Batman and die. You just come on, man.
Damn.
That's
like Doc won't be back here again, but I mean, if he kills us, it's not our problem. Just joking, understand. But nah. Option, I ain't gonna fake. I do have a demigod, but if we are going for D, I'm down.
And D does exactly what? Just to clarify.
No idea.
So D is the option that redeems Leshka and also leads into B. And after that, Kaiser has to wait like millennia, and everyone goes on through their lives until we fight Dahak. Probably twice, thrice more.
Yeah. It would be fun fighting Leshka, but redemption is always a better story, man.
How long can I mean, because I know we're half elf, but we're still tieflings. How long can me and Dama live?
Oh, we live as long as elves. So we're full-blooded elves technically.
You're
so like
elf
1,000
tiefling.
years.
Yeah, about 1,000 years.
Oh, well then.
So we can be here as long as we goddamn will want.
So we can run it back, like
Absolutely.
You can run it back about twice, yeah.
Twice, yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What SMR, bro?
It'd be your guys' high school reunion kind of thing.
Human.
Be your high school reunion tour. Oh, we're back to fight the Hawk again. Now it's been a couple of years, boys.
Wonder if he's gotten any stronger. Now he's still a pansy.
Hey, still a bitch.
I fucking love that.
Everyone's got bellies and
like we're not even trying it. We're not even trying at this point. Like,
hey, Naomi, how are the kids? How are the kids, Naomi? They're doing pretty good. Hey, pretty good.
I can actually just see Donna saying some shit like, "How many times are we gonna have to teach you this lesson, old man?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson?"
So, okay, you have Asmar. You just live like a regular human.
It depends on what your main heritage is.
Yeah.
So like dwarves live for a couple of hundred years. Or
about 500.
Yeah.
About 500.
Yeah, give or take.
So no, Asmar dwarf, you'd live to about 500. Humans, of course, you'd live lifespan. Like the versatile heritages just are added on, unless you're a Dampier, I believe. Dampiers.
Yeah, correct.
So. What like how long what's like the average human have Asmar?
I would say for Bulat, you could probably live to about 100.
About 100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Characters in Lord of the Rings that live longer than that. This human. Come on, yeah, bro. Come on.
It's true. Like
Aragorn lived 300 years.
This ain't Tolkien land. All right.
Well, hold on. How old was Netero?
What?
How old was Netero?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You mean in Lord of the Rings?
No, there's a character named Netero. He was so fucking old.
He was more than 100.
Was he?
Yeah.
And Netero's kind of like he's like the old dude, and like one time you'll see him like super like skinny and stuff. He looks very fragile, and then when he gets ready for battle, he like fucking rips up and is like,
he was just over 110.
Yeah, he's over 110. I'd say because Bulat can resist death, like so.
He's gonna croak in his sleep and there's just fucking dream.
That would be fucking horrible. How did he die? Was he killed by enemies? No, he died in his sleep. Motherfucker.
He couldn't resist death because he wasn't awake, bro.
Like actually, death would have to come and get you. A death would have to come and get you, and you could fuck him up if you have a good fight against him. I don't know, man. You probably live for a long time.
Make it to where Bulat actually scraps with death itself, like just to.
Death is a character. Like,
I mean,
it ain't easy, but
if he refuses to die, then I'm sure they'd send death after him.
A natural part of life.
They'd send death after him, bro. Like, fuck it, don't get him because he's not dying, bro. Like, we must have him now. He's like, nah.
I just thought that was just weird, man. Like 100, bro. Queen Elizabeth lived to be 96. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Man. I don't know, man.
Bro, just at least acknowledge that I got a good point. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's fair. I'd imagine Bulat would be way better health than Queen Elizabeth at 96.
Way better. Like, come on. This is crazy.
How old was Whitebeard?
I don't think Whitebeard was that old.
I don't think it's that.
No.
Was that the Treant? No.
One Piece.
Oh, I have no fucking idea. Like, I know who the character is. I have no idea how old he was.
What about
the One Piece is real?
What about Zeno?
Look, Jordan, you just gotta understand. You're playing a human. It sucks to suck, bro. But I'm just telling you, it's what it is.
Look, bro.
Look, the pharaohs are notorious for finding ways to live longer.
Yeah,
that's what they're good at.
Mummification's the thing.
Yeah, Whitebeard was 72, bro.
Dang, he was huge, bro.
He was 72 and the queen beat his ass. Damn.
All right, man. Yeah, fuck.